All right. You guys remember David Stockman? He was in with Reagan, President Reagan. This guy knew a thing or two. It's one of those ones where when the guy talks, I'm listening. You know, for that reason alone. But peakprosperity.com, they've got an article here. What Comes Next by Adam Taggart. All things have a beginning, a middle, and an end. And now more than 3,480 days into the current bull market, the longest in history, we can say with high confidence we are close to its end. Why? For manyfold reasons that are multiplying fast. So many, in fact, that each of the key speakers at the recent Peak Prosperity Contra Corner Summit in New York City had difficulty finding enough time to enumerate them all during the 6-hour event. David Stockman, President Reagan's budget head and former U.S. Congressman, focused his warnings on the over-concentration of financialized, i.e., phony, profits in the world economy, which mask the steep decline in the production of tangible, i.e., real value. Among his long litany of examples of the scenarios, no, not scenarios, examples of the sclerosis and fraud within today's economy, he explained how so much of today's euphoric stock prices are an artifact of the cheap credit made possible by the world's central banking cartel, enabling a massive LBO of our corporate industry. Long story short, artificially low rates have been allowing corporate executives for years to buy back a huge percentage of their company's shares. You've heard me talk about this at length a few times. Share buybacks, right? We're going to buy back our stock's tanking. We'll buy them back. Don't worry, we'll pump them back up. You would think that would normally be illegal. Well, insider trading, that's illegal. But buying your stock back as a company to pump the price up is not illegal. Gotcha. Anyways, long story short, artificially low rates have been allowing corporate executives for years to buy back a huge percentage of their company's shares, enriching shareholders, most notably the executives themselves, of course, because they have tons of their own shares in the immediate term, while saddling the underlying companies under tremendous leverage. And there's a few little video clips that they post here. Again, I'm going to link to the site in case you want to check this out. I think you might want to check these videos out. As long as stock prices stay high and rates stay low, nobody cares. They're making too much money. But as rates rise and prices fall, these corporations will become crippled by their debt service requirements, be forced to lay off large swaths of their workforces, and quite possibly go out of business, some of them. Failures will ripple across the corporate landscape, sinking the U.S. into prolonged recession. As a society, will be the poorer for it, and suffer the full brunt of the pain this collapse of malinvestment will bring. But the fat cat execs, they'll simply retire to their mansions and enjoy their spoils. Chris Martenson built on Stockman's evidence of the economy's vulnerability by showing how there simply won't be enough net energy in the coming decades to power the growth the world is counting on. To drive this point home, he explains how demand from China alone is on track to consume 100% of world oil exports by the year 2040. Following that, James Howard Kunstler tied it all together by warning that we, as a society that is sacrificing our long-term potential and resilience for convenience and the quick buck, are in great peril of inheriting the bankrupt future we deserve. The trio took over an hour of Ask Anything Q&A from the audience, who primarily wanted to hear these experts' responses to how do you see this all playing out, and what steps should we be taking now? In other words, to help hopefully not hurt us or hurt us less than everyone else, right? The trio took those questions. So here's part of Stockman's explanation of why he predicts the Federal Reserve and other central banks will be unable to prevent the next market crash, which he sees coming soon. 4 minutes and 57 seconds in this video. Actually, it is a 4 minute and 57 second video. Again, I'm going to link this so you can watch them all. So there's only a couple of videos in here to watch. The common theme among Stockman, Martenson, and Kunstler: use the precious time we have today to fully understand the trends in play take prudent preparation in advance of the coming crisis, and develop trusted bonds with a like-minded community well positioned to help its members through future adversity. Well, again, for me, I think that's crypto for us. We are all like-minded crypto tards. I mean, you and me both. I want to be with winners. I want to be with winners. Oh, come on, guys. I want to be with winners. Like-minded crypto tards. That's us. Stake in a room. Little community. Like I said, I'd like to build a little community like that, man. Acreage, land. What would be the most epic thing ever? You know, you get several, and I say several acres, I mean like tens of acres at least, butted up against like a big preserve or, reserve perhaps, whatever, wilderness. Are they allowed to take side-by-sides and ATVs out there? Yes, that's the spot. Okay? And again, the whole RV thing, think of a little RV park, like I might want to invest in some RV parks, assuming cryptos really do what we think. How about an RV park? Hey, anyone in the RV, bring a side-by-side. Or, oh, you don't have one? We'll rent you one. No problem, we'll rent it for you. Or to you. And then you go out, out in the wilderness and enjoy life. That would be a dream come true. That would be really cool. Okay? I'd love to do something like that. But again, like-minded people, you and I, we've all talked about this stuff. And hopefully our preparation's the right one, which is hodling these cryptos for a little while longer. You know what I'm saying? So again, I'll put this link up and check out those couple of videos. That one's 4 minutes 58 seconds. There's actually 3 videos. One is 2 minutes and 13 seconds.
The way we were.
Oops. And one is a minute. Oh, there's another one. Sorry, I lied to you. It's 4 and another minute and 13. So yeah, check them out. And I mean, if you want to hear what they have to say, but bottom line, as he says, he summarizes, get some plans in place. Well, what plans? Specifically what? And I'm sure they go over it, but, from the looks of this website, you may have to pay for the full video or speech or whatever it is, just because I saw a little thing at the bottom that talked about it. But anyways, again, I'm sure they'll probably talk about precious metals. Maybe they'll talk about cryptos. Who knows where these guys stand on cryptos? But I know where I stand on both. I like precious metals and I like cryptos. I think I'm covered. Take care.